But soft, what light through yonder window breaks? It is the east, and Juliet is the sun.
Arise, fair sun, and kill the envious moon, who is already sick and pale with grief, that thou, her maid, art more fair than she. Be not her maid, since she is envious. Her vestal livery is but sick and green, and none but fools do wear it. Cast it off. It is my lady, oh, it is my love. Oh, that she knew she were. She speaks, yet she says nothing. What of that? Her eye discourses, I will answer it. I am too bold. 'Tis not to me she speaks. Two of the fairest stars in all the heaven, having some business, do entreat her eyes to twinkle in their spheres till they return. What if her eyes were there, they in her head? The brightness of her cheek would shame those stars, as daylight doth the lamp. Her eyes in heaven would through the airy region stream so bright that birds would sing and think it were not night. See how she leans her cheek upon her hand? Oh, that I were a glove upon that hand, that I might touch that cheek.
Ay me.
She speaks. Oh, speak again, bright angel, for thou art as glorious to this night, being o'er my head as a winged messenger from heaven, unto the white upturned wondering eyes of mortals that fall back to gaze on him, when he bestrides the lazy packing clouds, and sails upon the bosom of the air.
Oh, Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou, Romeo? Deny thy father and refuse thy name. Or, if thou wilt not, be sworn my love, and thou no longer be a Capulet.
Shall I hear more, or shall I speak at this?
'Tis but thy name that is my enemy. Thou art thyself, though not Montague. What Montague? It is nor hand, nor foot, nor arm, nor face, nor any other part belonging to man. Oh, be some other name. What's in a name? That what we call rose by any other word, the smell is sweet. So Romeo would, we're not here Romeo called, retain that dear perfection which he owes without that title. Romeo, doff thy name, and thy name which is no part for thee, take on myself.
I take thee at thy word. Call me but love, and I'll be new baptized. Henceforth, I shall never be Romeo.
What man art thou that thus be screened in night, so stumblest on my counsel?
By a name, I know not how to tell thee who I am. My name, dear saint, is hateful to myself, because it is an enemy of thee. Had I it written, I would tear the word.
My ears have yet not drunk 100 words of thy tongue uttering, yet I know the sound. Art thou not Romeo and Montague?
Neither, fair maid, if either thee dislike.
How camest thou hither? Tell me, and wherefore? The orchard walls are high and hard to climb, and the place death, considering who thou art, if any of my kinsmen find thee.
With love's light wings did I o'erperch these walls, for stony limits cannot hold love out. And what love can do that dares love attempt, therefore my kinsmen are no stop to me.
If they see thee, they will murder thee.
Alack, there lies more peril in thine eyes than 20 of their swords. Look thou but sweet, and I am proof against their enmity.
I would not for the world they saw thee here.
I have night's cloak to hide me from their eyes, and but thou love me, let them find me here. My life were better ended by their hate than death prolonged, wanting of thy love.
But whose directions foundst thou out this place?
By love that first did prompt me to inquire. He lent me counsel, and I lent him eyes. I am no pilot, yet wert thou as far as that vast shore, washed with the farthest sea, I should adventure for such merchandise.
Thou know'st the mask is on my face, else it would a maiden blush bepaint my cheek. For lo, thou'st heard me speak tonight, fain where I drell on form, fain deny what I have spoke, but farewell compliment. Dost thou love me? I know thou wilt say aye, and I will take thy word. Yet, if thou swearest, thou mayst prove false. At lovers' perjuries, they say, Jove laughs. O gentle Romeo, if thou dost love, pronounce it faithfully. Or if thou thinkst I am too quickly won, I'll frown, it'll be persevere to say thee nigh, so thou wilt woo. But else, not for the world. In truth, fair Montague, I am too fond, and therefore thou mayst think my behavior light. But trust me, gentlemen, I'll prove more than those to be more cunning than to be strange. I should have been more strange, I must confess, but thou overheard this. I was ware my true love's passion, therefore pardon me, and not impute this yielding light love, which dark night hath so discovered.
Lady, by yonder blessed moon I vow that tips with silver all these fruit tree tops.
Oh, swear not by the moon, the inconstant moon, that monthly changes in her circled orb, lest thy love prove likewise variable.
What shall I swear by?
Or if thou wilt, swear by thy gracious self, which is the God of all idolatry, and I'll believe thee.
If my heart's dear love.
Well, do not swear. Although I joy in thee, I have no joy in this contract tonight. It is too rash, too unadvised, too sudden, too like the lightning, which doth cease to be. Ere one can say it lightens. Sweet, good night. This bud of love, by summer's ripening breath, may prove a beauteous flower when we next meet. Good night, as sweet repose and rest come to thy heart as in within my breast.
Oh, wilt thou leave me so unsatisfied?
What satisfaction canst thou have tonight?
The exchange of thy love faithful vow for mine.
I gave thee mine before thou didst request it, and yet I would it were to give again.
Wouldst thou withdraw it? For what purpose, love?
But to be frank, and give it thee again. And yet I wish but for one thing I have. My bounty is as boundless as the sea. My love is deep. The more I give to thee, the more I have, for both are infinite.
Juliet!
I hear some noise within, dear love. Adieu. Anon, good nurse. Sweet Montague, be true. Stay but a little. I will come again.
Oh, blessed, blessed night. I am afeard, being a knight, all this is but a dream, too flattering sweet to be substantial.
3 words, dear Romeo, and good night indeed. If thy bent of love be honorable, thy purpose marriage, send me word tomorrow, by the one I'll procure to come to thee, where and what time will thou perform the rite, and while all my fortune thy foot I'll lay, and follow thee, my lord, throughout the world.
Madam!
I come anon. But if thou mean'st not well, I do beseech thee.
Madam!
By and by I come, to seize thy suit and to leave me to my grief. Tomorrow I will send.
So thrive my soul.
1,000 times good night.
1,000 times the worse to want the light. Love goes toward love as schoolboys to their books, but love from love towards school with heavy looks.
Hist, Romeo, hist! Oh, for a falconer's voice to lure this tassel gentle back again. Bondage his horse, and may not speak aloud, else would I tear the cave where echo lies, and make her airy tongue more hoarse than mine, with repetition of my Romeo's name. Romeo!
It is my soul that calls upon my name. How silver sweet sound lovers' tongues by night, like softest music to attending ears.
Romeo!
My dear,
What o'clock tomorrow shall I send to thee?
by the hour of 9.
I will not fail, 'tis 20 years till then. I have forgot why I did call thee back.
Let me stand here till thou remember it.
I shall forget to have thee still stand here, remembering how I love thy company.
And I'll still stay, to have thee still forgetting any other home but this.
'Tis almost morning, I would have thee gone, and yet no farther than a wanton's bird. Let us hop a little from her hand, like a poor prisoner in his twisted gyves, and with silk threads pluck it back again, so loving, jealous of his liberty.
I would I were thy bird.
Sweet, so would I, yet I should kill thee with much cherishing. Good night, good night. Parting is such a sweet sorrow that I say good night till it be morrow.
Sleep dwell upon thine eyes, peace in thy breast. Would I were sleep in peace, so sleep to rest. Hence I will to my ghostly father sell, his help to crave and my dear hap to tell.